house or the thing that cannot be taken into account. I have already quoted Jawaharlal Nehruji's quotation, what he said about that. So I am not allowing anything. Now we are going to question number 91. Dr. K. Lachmanji.
Question number 91, sir.
Honorable Minister.
Sir, a statement is laid on the table of the House, sir.
Now, Dr. Lachmanji, first supplementary, please.
Sir, under the visionary leadership
You
of our
can't disturb the
beloved
House.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji,
Please bite it.
the coal
Please
sector,
bite it.
public sector
Rajaji, please bite it.
public sector undertakings have recorded strong capital investment movement. During the first quarter of financial year 2025-26, PSUs together achieved about 114% of their targeted capital expenditure, reflecting timely and effective execution. Through Singareni College Company Limited, Telangana continues to benefit from sustained investments, employment generation, infrastructure development, strengthening both regional growth and national energies. Through you, sir, I would like to know, could the minister share the specific benefits, including infrastructure
Nothing will go on
development,
record
skill
except
creation and employment
questions.
opportunities that these capex initiatives have generated in coal production regions like Telangana, particularly in enhancing local economic growth and supporting community
I am
well-being.
respecting him more than what you are. Don't try to teach the share. Don't try to teach the share. I know I am respecting him more than what you are respecting. I am always respecting him.
Yes, sir.
Please, Honorable Minister.
Sir, capital expenditure at any given point of time in any particular sector, including the country overall, is a very good indication of the indicator of the kind of progress that is being made. Sir, I would like to reiterate what the honourable member has said insofar as the coal sector is concerned. Sir, the capital expenditure incurred by the public sector coal units.
No, I will not allow you. I am not allowing you.
Year on
Discuss the same
year,
thing.
they
No.
have always succeeded in exceeding their targets. And last year, sir, it was 140% more than the targeted amount.
Nothing should go on record. Nothing should go on record except the minister's answer.
Sir, the issue today is that apart from the 31,000 crores of capital expenditure that has been incurred in fiscal year 24-25, we should see that it has gone up from 2020-21 when it was 17,500 crores. It has gone to 31,500 crores in these 2 years. Sir, in addition, the country has witnessed record production of coal. It has crossed 1 billion tons of coal production for the last time, and it has gone up from something like 500 million tons to over 1,000 million tons, sir. This has resulted in reduction of imports. Sir, apart from the capital expenditure incurred by the PSUs in the coal sector, I would also like to add that the budget which was presented by the Honourable Finance Minister indicated a massive increase in capital expenditure for the country overall. Sir, in 2014, the country's budget provided for something like 2 lakh crores by way of capital expenditure. Last year, sir, it had gone up to 11 lakh crores. And some people like me used to wonder, will we be able to absorb and spend 11 lakh crores? So this year, the capital expenditure has gone up by to 12 lakh crores. Add to that, sir, what is made available to the states through the Finance Commission, and you will see that's another 4 lakh 50,000 crores. It's something like 17 lakh crores. Then you add the sectoral capex by the PSUs. You have 30,000, 31,000 crores by the coal PSUs. Sir, in my own sector, the oil sector, the OMCs, our PSUs are called oil marketing companies.
You should
They are, sir,
maintain
also
the
incurring
discipline
1 lakh,
in the house, then I am
1 crore
allowing
20
anything.
lakhs.
You don't have that
1 lakh
discipline.
20 crore by way of capital. So it's a massive amount of capital expenditure which is being incurred in the country. Sir, this sustained overachievement from targets, despite coal sector being marred with various bottlenecks, makes the coal sector PSUs amongst the top performing PSUs in the country. Sir, insofar as the state of Telangana is concerned, as my honourable members are, one of the companies there, which is a PSU, is incurring at an annual 1,600 crores a year by way of
You please go back to your seats.
capital expenditure. This results in both direct and indirect employment. In fact, some various sums have been done.
You please
whereby-
go back to your seats. Continue. Honorable Minister, you please continue.
Sir, whenever capital expenditure is incurred, no matter in which sector, infrastructure is built, modernization takes place, jobs are created directly and indirectly. In the case of the facility in Telangana, sir, I think if I remember correctly, they are employing 42,000 people directly and another 16,000 or so by way of contract workers. So it is direct and indirect employment. Sir, in capital expenditure, you used cement, steel, so the production goes up, employment there goes up. All in all, I can say, sir, that overall in the country, you can see, apart from the central government's allocation of capital expenditure, which has gone up to 12.2 lakh crores, what is going to the states through the Finance Commission, another 4.5 lakh crores. What is being done by the companies in the coal sector, sir, 31,000 crores. And I would also like to add, sir, 18% of the coal production in the country is in the private sector. They are also incurring capex. So it's a situation in which the capital expenditure is contributing to the overall economic activity in the state, in the country also overall. And this has resulted in mining expansion and mechanization, first mile connectivity, railway sidings and logistics, thermal power capacity, renewable energy and coal gasification. And what is most important in a sector like coal, sir, it also helps in employee welfare and infrastructure, sir.
Second supplementary, Dr. K. Lakshmanji.
Sir, my second supplementary is very specific and pertinent, sir. Whether the investment in renewable energy by coal PSUs indicate a structured transition strategy rather than ad hoc diversification.
No.
Sir, thank
Nobody
you.
can force the chair. Nobody has the right to force the chair.
Sir, I think that's a very relevant question which the honourable member has asked, and I think the answer is also very clear, sir. In a sector like coal,
Nothing will go on record except
in the
the minister's answer.
Sir, in a sector like coal, one has to ensure both safety, the cleaning of the current processes, and then also last mile connectivity and also then transition, sir. And I think it's a very relevant question he's asked, sir. In the diversification into renewable energy, the coal PSUs have already installed about 2 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity and have a strong pipeline of about 22 gigawatts across solar, wind, hybrid and solar projects. The NLCIL, Neyveli Lignite, leads with 1.6 gigawatts installed renewable capacity, over 2 gigawatts under implementation, and a long-term plan of 10 gigawatts by 2030. Also, sir, NLCIL, that's in Neyveli Lignite, CIL, is the first central PSU to cross 1 gigawatt and has achieved net zero. Also, sir, the same company is developing a 250 megawatt or 500 megawatt edge battery energy storage system. Sir, I could go on giving the contribution that the coal sector companies are doing for energy diversification. But I think this is captured and it is leading to transition. But clearly, sir, in a country which is on the move, if you look at the sustainability transition, sir, when the Honorable Prime Minister assumed responsibility in May 2014, we were only blending 1.4% of biofuels. Today, it has come to 20% biofuels. If you look at the area of green hydrogen, sir, we have a target of 5 million 5 million tons by 2030, and I believe even that will be met. So the question that the honourable member has asked and the details I have given about the green energy, or rather this diversification into renewable energy, these are all very valid. I personally feel, sir, there was a debate when you said close down coal, close down fossil fuel. There was an international thing that, we should move straight to renewable energies. But, sir, to move from the current situation to renewable energy, which must be available. And I have seen global estimates, sir, whether it's in the International Energy Agency or the BP Outlook. They say that our coal demand is going to increase in the next a few years. In fact, it's saying by 2030 or so, it should go up by 17%. So while simultaneously we are cleaning the processes in coal, simultaneously whilst we are producing more, saving foreign exchange, we are also doing green energy movement into solar energy. There is also a lot of work being done on coal gasification, coal bed methane, and the other areas. I thank you, sir.
Third supplementary, Dr. Lakshmikant Vajpayee ji.
माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री से जानना चाहता हूं, व्हाट इज द कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द कोल PSUs over recent year, and how the Ministry of Coal stands in the comparison of other ministries